After a third-place finish in their first Premier League season, Newcastle United, under the inspirational leadership of Kevin Keegan, were hoping to build on their initial success. The visitors to St James's Park in early September 1994 were Chelsea, an ambitious club themselves led by Glenn Hoddle. But football fever was hotting up in the northeast, which made St James's a very difficult place to visit. Keegan's classic Newcastle side of the mid-90s was beginning to take shape. Darren Peacock and Phillippe Albert were a strong pairing in defence, and Rob Lee a major influence in midfield. Keegan also had Andy Cole, one of the country's hottest strikers. Glenn Hoddle was the last Chelsea manager to field a majority of Englishmen in his lineup. He even named himself on the substitutes bench. The Tyneside public was still enjoying the Premier League ride, but by now expecting big things from their team. Your commentator is John Champion.
Newcastle with a 100% record, played for, won for, leading the way in the English Premier League, and amidst bright autumnal sunshine, another full house at St James's settles down. Chelsea, attractive visitors, they too have a 100% record, albeit they've only played 3 times so far.
That's the way! Steve, well done, son!
Chelsea beating Norwich and Manchester City at home, and then winning 3-2 at Elland Road against Leeds. It's Sellars. Venison and Ruel Fox, poured away by Dimitri Kharine. Fox only playing up front today because of that injury to Peter Beardsley, but Kevin Keegan's got some depth in this squad now. Here's Furlong. Beresford across. Newcastle in their second season in the Premier League. It's a free kick. Having finished third last time round, they're expecting great things this season. Rob Lee. Hottiger. Fox. Inside Johnsen. Oh, and Cole couldn't quite get there. Crowd seemed to think he was tripped. There was no appeal from the player himself. It's one of the great joys of English football right now, to see Newcastle in full flow at their beloved St James's. Very strong at home last season, only 3 defeats. And here's Andy Cole! That is explosive! It's spectacular. It's fulminating. It's unstoppable. Newcastle fired into a 7th-minute lead. Andy Cole on the mark for the 5th time this season already. Lee. Beresford. Scott Sellars. Nicely balanced player. Here's Steve Watson. Nothing wrong with the ball in. Watson, the 20-year-old from North Shields, used to stand on the Gallowgate end himself. Chelsea could only manage 14th place last season, and only won twice on their travels. In fact, only relegated Swindon Town had fewer away wins. Started off this season well enough with that victory at Leeds. Here's Wise. Now Frank Sinclair. John Spencer. Gavin Peacock. Furlong. By the time he got the shot away, he was blocked out. Spencer, and Wise first time. scores. Goalkeeper Mike Hooper only able to parry the effort from Dennis Wise. And there was the former Newcastle player Gavin Peacock to roll in the equaliser. Good response from Chelsea to the concession of the early goal. Cole. Sellars. Here's Fox. Cole's pulled away in the centre. It's cleared by Johnsen. Lee. Being held by Peacock. Fox. Johnsen seemed to be climbing. Nothing given by Peter Jones, the referee. Still not away. And eventually Steve Clarke manages to scramble it behind for a corner. Heavy Newcastle pressure. Venison. He doesn't score that often, but it was a meaty enough volley. Hottiger. Fox. Watson outside him. Four waiting. And there's Cole. Now, was he being held? Referee gives a penalty. Steve Clarke penalised for impeding Andy Cole. And the referee from Loughborough, Peter Jones, had no doubt. There, left arm across the back. Penalty it is. Rob Lee to take it. Saved by Kharine. Fox! Goalkeeper's heroics in vain. Newcastle have their lead back. Wasn't a bad penalty actually. It's a very good save. And picking up the pieces was Ruel Fox. So Chelsea have it all to do again. Conceded as many goals in the first half hour here as they had in all of the rest of the season so far. Here's Peacock though. Furlong wants it in the middle. Well, it was untidy. Rocastle went in as well. Chelsea feel they should have had a corner, but a goal kick has been given. Chelsea players got in one another's way. Furlong. Clarke. Rocastle. Hottiger's header. Now Watson. Fox. Sellars couldn't get there. Rocastle. And it falls for Fox. Beresford. Too strong. Peacock, he's lost out to Spencer, and Spencer has found Furlong, and the goalkeeper's made a huge error. Mike Hooper culpable. Paul Furlong the scorer, and Chelsea have equalised for a second time. And there are boos from the Gallowgate end because of the mistake by Hooper, which was a fundamental goalkeeping error by the former Liverpool man. Albert. Venison. Now Watson. Hottiger, the Swiss. Venison. Dennis Wise slipped, crowd enjoyed that, and then responds with a rugged, over-robust challenge. which brings a caution. Hoddle, now 36, but available as a substitute today. Sellars. Retrieved by Darren Peacock. Fox. Watson. Newcastle reasserting themselves on this game. Gifted a couple of goals to Chelsea. Peacock. Wise has found Frank Sinclair. Taking on Watson. Here's Spencer. There's Peacock. And that was arguably the best move of the game so far. The touch from Spencer that set up the chance for Gavin Peacock. Clarke, plenty of advice coming from the Chelsea bench, most of it at high volume. Lee, 35,000 shouted man on, does help. Erland Johnsen for the line of least resistance, conceding the throw. Watson. Here's Peacock. Half time is nigh. This is Albert. Fox. And Albert's continued his run. Well, he's nothing if not adventurous, the Belgian international. It's nothing more than a foray forward. And Newcastle will go in for the break, immensely frustrated. Twice in front, and yet now level. Hottiger. There's Watson! Floated in. Watson on the stretch, just couldn't quite keep it down. Sellars. Beresford. This is Rocastle. Pantomime villain Wise being booed. Plays that role well. Watson. Steaming up on the outside is Hottiger. Cole. He's done well to retrieve that. Here's Watson. No one there for the shot. Albert. Beresford. And Cole. Last-ditch clearance by Erland Johnsen. Fox. Venison. Hottiger. Played a lot of stoppage time. Here's Lee. Out of play by Furlong. Mystified look from Rob Lee. And at long last, there is the half-time whistle. Rich entertainment for the fans, 2 goals apiece. Newcastle twice in front. Ruel Fox, after Lee's penalty had been saved, getting their second, but it's 2-2 at the break. There are very few dull games here at St James's Park. Keegan's Cavaliers. They don't lose many here either. To think that when he took over 2.5 years ago, His first task was to save them from relegation to the third tier of English football. Having done that, they were promoted the following season and finished third last season. It's an impressive upward curve. Beresford. There's Watson! Grazed the top of the bar. He does get forward well into potential goal-scoring position, Steve Watson. Wise. Cleanly tackled by Watson. Dennis Wise looking for Furlong, and Peacock whipped it off his own goalkeeper's toe. Not a lot of trust between centre-half and goalkeeper there. It's been a shaky day for Mike Cooper so far. Spackman. Fox. Sellars has pulled wide. Outside him is Beresford. Chance to deliver. There was Fox. There's Lee. That's 3. And it had been coming from a long way back. They finished the first half like a runaway train, and Chelsea haven't been able to rein them in. Kharine got a hand to it, but not enough of a hand. Fox. Chelsea haven't been able to cope with him. And Dennis Wise has gone down, having been caught by Ruel Fox, and he stayed down. And now Kharine will surely put the ball out of play. And Dennis Wise is furious. He has a very short temper, and he's pointing at Ruel Fox and at the referee Peter Jones. He felt he was caught late, and he's right. It's a nasty challenge. Fox. Watson, in goes Wise. Rocastle. Came off Peacock. Here's Furlong, and that's a decent effort. And a noteworthy save as well from Hooper. Still work to do. A little nod of acknowledgement from one or two of his defensive colleagues. Wise. Spackman. This is Peacock, forcing himself ahead of Phillippe Albert. Rocastle. Spencer. The third equaliser is a big ask of Chelsea, given the opposition, given the form that Newcastle are in right now. Well in, Peacock. Here's Cole. That's Lee. Back for Cole. He's a poacher and a predator. And above all, a prolific goal scorer. 34 Premier League goals last season, and 6 now this. But he owes a debt of gratitude to Rob Lee. He has pace, and he has an instinctive knowledge of where to go and when. Lee. Wise had a little nibble at him. Now Albert has it back. Off the head of Kjeldberg. Watson, who's roaming right across the front line. And still Steve Watson. Well, that would have been some goal. Chelsea unable to effect a meaningful challenge on him. Johnsen. Kharine. Looks likely now that Chelsea's 100% record is going, but Newcastle's will be extended. Newcastle have won the league 4 times in their history, the last of them under Frank Watt back in 1927. But they're well set this season by the looks of it, especially with the goals of Cole to rely on. Here's Furlong. Backing in, says the referee. Oh, and Dennis Wise, I think, has shouted something across to the assistant referee on this near side. He's apologising now, but the referee is going across for words. Sheer frustration from Wise, but what did he say? And remember, he has already been booked. Peter Jones, not known as a hard-line referee, but at the same time, he'll take no nonsense, and this is trouble for Dennis Wise. His patience has snapped, and despite the protestations of Spencer and Spackman, he's off. For abusive language to the referee's assistant, and it's a straight red as well. Another mark on a fairly dark disciplinary record. You can just see him near the penalty spot there, protesting to the assistant referee. Furlong. Impossible now, surely, for Chelsea with 10 men. But here's Spencer. Smacks of desperation and of an acknowledgement that they're not going to rescue this, despite the late arrival of the player manager. He'll replace David Rocastle. Here's Cole. Watson. Nearly tripped by Sinclair. Venison. And again. Well, might he smile. After some initial difficulties, things are turning out pretty well for Keegan and Newcastle this afternoon. Sellars. Lee. 2 men waiting. The man that takes it up is Andy Cole, and he should have had a hat-trick. It was a weak finish in the end. 1-on-1 with Kharine. Peacock for Spencer. Sinclair is up there, so is Hoddle, and even the technically gifted player manager couldn't get that one on target. Still, they say, the best player in training at Chelsea. Kjeldberg off the knee. Watson. It's another job in the end. Well done by Newcastle today. And here comes Rob Lee, and out comes Dimitri Kharine. And that should be just about that. Newcastle march on. 5 consecutive wins to start the Premier League season. And they look in good shape to improve upon last season's 3rd place. Chelsea lose their 100% record Twice they managed to equalise, but then Newcastle ran away with it in the second half. Full time at St James's. Newcastle 4, Chelsea 2.
One of those great games that were beginning to become a feature of Premier League football at St James's Park. Newcastle managed 6th place that season, but were gathering themselves for a serious title challenge the following year. Chelsea ended up in mid-table, their glory days a few years away.